How's it going, everyone? What's the crack? Irish baker abroad, Chris, over here in Denmark. And this evening I'm going to make some pizza. Yeah, I did some lovely pizza there the other day. I thought it was great, but obviously it wasn't great enough because it wasn't gluten-free. Yeah, I got asked that. I got asked, what about gluten-free? What about gluten-free, Chris? I'm lactose intolerant. What about gluten-free? Nothing's free in this life, is it? No, nothing's free in this life. All right, well, it's free here this evening. So I'm going to do some gluten-free pizza. This is an experiment as well. I've never done this. You know, you can buy certain flours nowadays. Caputo, all right, that's an Italian brand. They're doing some gluten-free flour at the moment. It's getting a lot of praise for the pizza it produces. But in saying that, it's gluten-free, but it's not wheat-free, okay? So just check that out. If you have a wheat allergy, don't use it. Right, but I like to use what I have in my kitchen. So enough chit chat. Let's get straight down to business. Here we go. Chris's gluten-free pizza. Right, first up, I've got a bowl. I'm going to do this by hand, make it very easy for people. I've got 135 milliliters of lukewarm water. I've got 1 tablespoon of psyllium husk. Right, I'm just going to leave this here for a few minutes just to kind of hydrate it. It's going to change the consistency. It's going to get a little kind of a gluey texture. Okay, so I'm going to try this blend that I did myself using with what I have here. I've got some rice flour. I got to the shop and I bought some rice flour, some white rice flour. I've got some Tapioca Starch or Tapioca Flour. I've got some Chickpea Flour or Garbanzo Bean Flour, it's also known as. That chickpea flour has a good bit of protein in it, which will give us a bit of strength and a bit of a rise. I'm also going to add a little bit of egg white to it too. This also helps with the volume, makes it puff up nicely. Alright, well, we'll see. Got a teaspoon of instant dry yeast. Just add this to the flour. Mix it around. Got a 3/4 teaspoon of salt. Okay, this has a kind of a jelly-like consistency. Our flour here. Olive oil. 1.5 tablespoons. Spoon. Mix this around. I've got 15 grams of egg whites. It's about half an egg white. Okay, once that starts to come together, use your hand. Shape it to a dough. There we go. Let's have a look. Here's our dough. Nice bowl. Get a little bit of olive oil in your hands. I'm just going to leave this here for about 5 minutes. I just want those flours to absorb the liquid. Heat in the oven about 20 minutes ago. We want it nice and hot. I've put it up as high as I can go, about 250, 260 degrees Celsius. Okay, I'm going to do it on steel. You can also use a stone. I want to make this as easy as possible, okay, from transferring it to the oven, shaping it. So we're going to get some baking paper here. Cut a circle. Now, baking paper, try and get some brown baking paper. Apparently, if you use white, if it reaches a certain temperature over 220 degrees, it releases toxins. It's not too good for you, not too good for your health. Over an extended period of time, you might get away with it once or twice, but go with this. Right, so we've let our dough relax for a bit. Put it into the center here. Get some olive oil. I'm not going to use any excess flour or anything. We don't want this drying out. Start here, push it out. You want to get this as wide as you can and as thin as you can. I'd say you could even stick another sheet on top if you want, use a rolling pin. Me, I couldn't be arsed. Keep it nice and rustic. The might be some gluten-free pizza makers out there going, what's he up to? Let's see. Now, once I've done that, I'm gonna put my fingers here and push in. Gonna make a bit of an edge. That's it. I want a bit of air to get into this now, so I'm gonna let it rise. I'm gonna cover it. We'll check it out. Like I said, I haven't done this before, so we'll see. Just use a tea towel. There's oil on it anyway too, to kind of stop it from drying out. Right, so I'll give the timings in the post, and you'll get all the instructions, so don't worry. Okay, here we are. It's about 40 minutes later. This all depends on how warm your kitchen is, how much yeast you use. So if you want to speed it up, add a bit more yeast, or add a bit more temperature to your kitchen. It's a bit cold here today, so yeah, 40 minutes. Normally it would take probably about a half an hour or so with a bit of heat. Right, there we go. So yeah, we can see a bit of airs after getting into this. I'm gonna be using this. If you don't have one of these, get yourself a bit of cardboard cereal box, cut it open, use that. There you go. Give a little bit of air in this here. You know, it's not too much, not too little. You know, just a decent amount of air. We don't want the cracking and the overproofing, and we don't want it to be a cream cracker either. A little condensed, dense pizza. Right, just a little trick to help it slide. Get a bit of rice flour. All right. Get it on. Yeah. I've got some pizza sauce here. Got some little mozzarella balls here. They melt slower so they don't burn. Get some of them on. Got some buffalo mozzarella. It's nice to have a little variation of cheeses. That's grand. Pepperoni. A few red peppers. You know, put whatever you want on this. Got some jalapenos. Some olive oil. If you want to, rub a bit on the crust around the side. Oregano. Is it absolutely beautiful so far? It's time to go to the man cave and bake this thing. Starving. All right. All right, folks, here we go. No messing about, into the oven. Nice easy release there with the parchment paper. So get yourself some of that. Sorry, forgot to mention I turned the fan off on this too after I put it in. All right, we don't want any uneven browning. Okay, that's had a few minutes now. I'm just gonna give it a little turn. It's looking excellent. Right, that's been 10 minutes. Let's have a look. You can just remove the paper. You don't need it anymore once it's baked. Pass the test there. It's not flapping or anything. And we've done it. We have done it. We have done it. A 100% gluten-free pizza. Would you look at that? That's unbelievable. That's how it needs to be. Oh yeah. Look at that. Perfect. It's a bit hot. I might get a pizza burn. It's nice and crisp. It's delicious. It's what we were after. It's what we wanted. We got it. So, what can I say? I really hope this helps people who have a gluten intolerance. I hope you get something from these videos. I hope you like these recipes I'm creating here. Enjoying them myself. It's a bit exciting to kind of delve into it and experiment, explore a bit. Yeah, enjoying it. So we'll see what's next. I don't know, yeah. But I'm gonna have this pizza and I'm gonna get to work. Okay, that's it. Take care. I'll see you now. All the best. Chris, your Irish baker abroad. See you after. Right, let's go to work. Come on.